Hi, Heartland Jaguars. It's Mrs. Aiken. Today we're going to read Colorful Chameleons. This is by Michelle Knutson. And chameleons are lizards that can change colors. Did you know when and why? Sometimes they change colors when they are too hot or too cold. They even have color contests. So we're going to learn more about chameleons in this book. And at the end, be thinking right now, is it a fiction book? Is it a nonfiction book? And at the end, we will find that answer. But look for the context clues. Remember, don't look at the illustrations. A strange creature peers out from the shadows. It has big, round eyes and pointy horns and swirls of colored scales. What is this mysterious beast? Up close, it looks like a dinosaur, or maybe a dragon. But this colorful reptile is much smaller and less dangerous. It's a chameleon. A chameleon is a kind of a lizard. There are more than 100 species of chameleons, and even more are still being discovered. In the wild, chameleons can be hard to see. They can move very slowly and can look like leaves, waving in the wind. Many chameleons stay up in the trees nearly all the time. They only visit the ground to lay eggs or look for a mate. Chameleons have very special eyes. Each eyeball is covered by a dome of scaly skin. The chameleon sees through the small hole in the center. Both eyes can turn on their own to look in any direction. A chameleon can even look in two directions at once. So you could be looking at your teacher and also looking out the window at the same time. They would never know. Many chameleons have horns or crests. Sometimes they use their horns to push each other during a fight. Many chameleons have a prehensile tail. That means they can use their tails to grab things. See how it's wrapped around the tree branch. Chameleons' feet are also good at grabbing. They are shaped like V's. This makes them perfect for gripping the branches. Chameleons have a special tongue that helps them catch food. It is very long and has a sticky tip. This chameleon is stalking a bug. He turns both eyes to look at his prey. This tells him how far away it is. Next, he slowly opens his mouth, and then zap! His tongue shoots out and it sticks to the unlikely bug. The chameleon pulls his dinner into his mouth. He chews it up with his tiny teeth. Yum. Yum if you're a chameleon. Most chameleons eat insects. Many eat other things too. Some eat flowers, leaves, or fruit. Larger species sometimes eat frogs, snails, small rodents, birds, or other lizards. Some kinds of chameleons even hunt dangerous prey like snakes and scorpions. Who knew? I just thought they ate flies. Chameleons are best known for being able to change colors. Some people think chameleons change color to match their background. That is not true. Sometimes chameleons blend in with the leaves or branches, but many species can turn bright colors like red, orange, and blue. When they change colors, they really stand out. Chameleons use their colors to send messages. This chameleon's bright colors and patterns warn other chameleons to stay away. When chameleons fight, they do not always attack. They sometimes have a color contest. Both chameleons puff themselves up and open their mouths wide. They put on their best colors. The one with the fanciest colors or patterns is the winner. The loser runs away. Huh. That seems kind of subjective, but obviously they have a system of which colors are the best. If chameleons are afraid or hurt, they turn darker and show more complicated patterns. So as you can see, this chameleon is facing a large snake, so it's darker. Chameleons also use colors to change their temperature. They're cold-blooded animals. This means their bodies change temperatures with their environment. When the chameleon wants to warm up and moves into the sun, then he turns darker. Dark colors help him soak up more of the sun's heat. So if you know about the difference between white and black in the summer, if you're wearing black clothing, you're absorbing the heat. If you're wearing white, you kind of reflect the heat. So we're kind of similar to chameleons there. So in the summer, you wear lighter colors, so it's not as hot. This male chameleon wants to attract a mate. He bobs his head up and down and from side to side. This is how he says, "I like you." If a female wants to mate, she will display dull colors. This female chameleon does not want to mate. Her colors are saying, "Go away." You think it'd be the opposite. Fancy colors to attract, but no. Nature's pretty wild. Pregnant chameleons are often the most colorful. Some kinds of chameleons give birth to live babies, but most are egg layers. This female chameleon is ready to lay her eggs. She climbs down to the ground and digs a nest. She lays her eggs, then she buries them under dirt and leaves. Most chameleons lay between 30 and 60 eggs at one time. Wow. Some can lay more than 80. Who knew? Many months later, the eggs hatch. Most baby chameleons have dull colors. This helps them to hide from predators. Even baby chameleons are cute, right? Chameleons are only found in certain areas of the world. Almost all chameleons live in Africa or on an island called Madagascar. So Madagascar is an island off of Africa. Each species of chameleon likes a certain kind of habitat. Some like rainforests, others like woods, mountains, or grasslands. A few even live in the deserts. Some chameleons can only live in their special habitats. If those places are destroyed, the chameleons will not survive. Some people raise chameleons. They want to help save these chameleons whose homes are being destroyed. But these reptiles are very hard to raise. Chameleons often don't live very long outside their natural environment. Pet stores sometimes sell chameleons as pets. They're beautiful creatures and fun to look at, but pet chameleons need very special care to stay healthy and happy. These strange and colorful lizards are probably happiest in their special places in the wild. So, I know I learned a lot about chameleons. Very interesting. So when we learn, when we read books that give us factual information, that means it's true facts that you can verify that it is indeed an accurate fact. That means it is a fiction or nonfiction. Yes, you guys are so right. It's a nonfiction book. So remember, even though nonfiction books can have drawings for illustrations instead of photographs, it's the information inside the book that matters, whether it's fiction or nonfiction. So I hope you enjoyed your nonfiction book, learning about chameleons. I know I sure did. So we'll talk to you guys real soon.